And remember, guys, you've got to incorporate Alabama into this episode.
Why
And
did
let's
they
go.
elect Ray Romore?
There we go. I guess we got it. Have we started the show?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Hey, welcome to the Talking Phil podcast. I'm back on this week, Will. And my co-host this week, we also have back on Ethan.
It is me.
So before everyone can interrupt and, badmouth me for not being on last week, even though I was technically on last week, it's not my fault. I thought we weren't recording because we released a 2-part episode podcast because of Thanksgiving. I thought that we weren't going to record.
Oh, William.
So we have Arthur and Tyler.
Thanks for
Hi.
sharing.
I'm coming to you live from Archer's apartment.
That's funny because I thought Ethan was recording in Arthur's podcast, Arthur's apartment.
No, I'm in Tyler's house.
Well, that doesn't make sense because I'm in Tyler's house and I don't see anyone.
I'm in you in Tyler's house.
Ethan's in me. Okay.
And show title.
Ethan's in me, comma. Okay.
So, what the heck, guys? You let Anna be on again on a podcast that wasn't in a 4. Has
You
to be
had-
4s.
Yeah, I feel like it didn't really count towards her sequence because we had John on and they had to share a mic.
It is interesting to see that it does take 2 of them to equal whatever level of sap.
Two
we
of
normally
us?
have.
Two of us.
Yeah, you totally glossed over that Will wasn't there.
I was technically on. Technically. So, I listened to the podcast yesterday.
Rub it in.
Not to say that the podcast was bad, because it was a good podcast, but it was really hard for me to listen to because I kept hearing where I would interject with something to say, and I couldn't say it.
Well, okay. Was there like one big moment that you'd like to address and like interject or something?
I think the most upsetting part was that Arthur brought up my the man, the myth, the legend, my idol Charles Manson dying, and used the joke that I was going to use and put him in the RIP section.
I knew it had to happen. I mean, I mean, on one hand, great minds think alike, or minds think alike, and on the other, Tyler was going there, like, like he was starting to.
I was
talk
I was
about-
going there in honor, because I knew that Will would want me to.
Wait, so just so we're clear, in honor of Charles
Will.
Manson.
Of Will's, I was channeling Will when I did it because I knew that he would want he would want it to be addressed.
He could feel my presence inside of him.
Hey, brother.
Oh.
Could you also feel Ethan's presence inside of me, inside of you?
There's an Ethan and a Will and a Tyler and a hole in the bottom of the sea.
So Ethan, you are coming to us from Archer's house.
Bedroom,
What up?
I'm assuming, right?
You're coming to us from Archer's eating bed. So you're having, but the reason why is because you're having laptop issues. You're having performance issues.
Yeah. What you
Couldn't
said.
get that internet up.
And yeah, so long story short, I have a Lenovo Y50 and I had a hinge failure. The mount that one of the lid hinges was attached to broke off, and then the display no longer was working, and there was a lot of
So, Archer, how
weird
was your
in-between stuff. Oh yeah, story short.
So I
Sorry.
had this. No, this is I had a pretty exciting week. So I was having this meeting where I was interviewing someone, and the internet just went out, and it was terrible. Like the first time it was bad, second time it was worse, and by the third time it was just like, all right, have a MacBook and an Eero wireless hotspot, and so try to connect, and it doesn't work. And so I turn off my Wi-Fi, and then I turn it on again.
So, Will, how was your week?
It was pretty good. It was pretty rough. I've been having this problem in my head where I'm really concerned with the fact that human bodies are made up of 80%
Tyler, how
water.
was your
I mean, how is that even possible?
how is it possible?
Like, how much, like, my bones have to take up more than 20% of my body, right?
Well, last time I saw you, I would say
Well, I mean,
no.
it depends on how husky you are.
What's your husk to bone ratio?
That's a little low hanging, I think.
If you have anything low hanging, then that's pretty severe husk.
I mean, I think my bones take up a good 40% of my body. Like, I mean, come on. I think that we're
now
being
you're just
lied
bragging.
to.
But
So where
everybody-
does all this water come from? What do you think Charles Manson's KD is?
kill death ratio? Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else did he have killed? And also, do we want to talk about Charles Manson, or do we want to move on to...
So hypothetically, as somebody who doesn't know, what is Charles Manson?
That tells me, I was going to ask, well, how much do you know? But that question gives me what I need to know. He was a cult leader, basically. His base was, his core, his platform was racism, specifically Helter Skelter. And, he basically convinced a few people to go out and do his bidding. And his bidding happened to include murder. So that happened. And they killed some celebrities in LA. They killed some politicians, like kids and stuff. And,
Some politicians like kids.
Well-
I'm thinking of like a 12-year-old going to work as a judge, getting gunned down outside his office. Oh, that's awful.
The fact that you confused a judge with a politician means it's 2017.
Yeah, Ethan, he was not a fun guy.
He had a recording and music career.
It was nice to me.
Ethan, if you really want to know about Manson, there's a really good podcast called You Must Remember This, and they did an episode about it's like a multi-part series on Manson, and it was really interesting.
Charles Manson has an album, and it's up
Yes.
on YouTube. So one of the comments says, "What a killer track!
Oh, jeez.
Whatever happened to this guy? He had one good album and then just kind of disappeared." Have you ever gone to the Serial Killers Reddit page?
I wasn't invited, Will.
Don't go there because it's creepy. Because it really just turned into like serial killer worship. Like, look how impressive this serial killer was. Kind of got creepy.
all he did was induce a flood and killed the entire population of Earth. Or does that not count? Is that too controversial? I'm sorry. I'm here all week. But that's the only joke I have. So if you want to listen to me, I don't know.
Can you do it again?
Yeah.
We have show times at 12, 12:02, 12:04, 12:06, 12:08, 12:10.
Get in now. They're all sold out.
We're here all week. 1:22, 1:24. We have a break from 1:24 to 1:35, 1:37, 1:39.
I could listen to like a white noise machine that's just Ethan listing off times. It's kind of peaceful.
We'll link that in the show notes.
Yeah, so Will, if you just wanna send me some like mundane content or like stuff to read off during the
we
podcast.
need to set up a Patreon tier, and it's basically a phone line that you can call. You call a phone line, and it just calls up Ethan, and every time Ethan sees this number call, he has to answer no matter where he is, and just start talking, like doing numbers like that.
Oh, I've had one of these before. Like you pick up and say, "Hey, how is it, big boy?" One of those things.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah, but he's not getting paid.
Oh, okay.
Well, it
I thought it
depends
was
on
a
how-
Patreon tier.
Yeah, but we don't share that.
Oh, okay.
Our turn. I don't share that money with you guys.
Never.
Oh yeah, that song and dance about you trying to pull the money out. That was just for show, and you guys already have the money.
It
out
was
and
good,
you're
right? I
splitting
mean,
it.
we were committed.
I was convinced.
Exactly.
Huh. I all of a sudden feel less enthusiastic about capitalism.
Huh.
Maybe you should start your own podcast about that.
Well, it's okay. I get all the 25 cents from the YouTube channel.
So, have you guys heard of this thing called number stations?
Yeah, I've heard of. There are basically radio stations that will intermittently broadcast random numbers, and people think that they're like, like spy, kind of spy radio stations where somebody is telling somebody coded messages, and nobody really knows who's transmitting and who would be receiving those.
That's a pretty good.
Oh, good,
description.
because after like a whole minute of explaining it, I was like, "Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about, Tyler. What do you?"
Tyler, how do you get that feature?
Oh
in
no,
your
that's
head?
that's what I mean. That's a pretty good explanation of ghost stations, but number stations are
Aw,
completely,
man. I always get 'em
completely
mixed
different
up.
thing. See, a number station is a shortwave radio station characterized by broadcasts.
Are we both on the same Wikipedia page? Yeah, I've got that same player on the right hand side. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Are we on the Charles Manson serial killer page?
No, you
'Cause-
weirdo.
Oh,
I mean,
Okay,
I'm sure
so-
somewhere.
So the number stations,
Yeah.
those are really interesting to me because they've been around since like the Cold War, right? Like they've been around for decades.
World War One, actually.
Okay, wow, that's even
The,
more. So
the first listener was Archduke Anton of Austria. Anton sounds like such a
okay,
broy
but
name.
so I feel like they've been around forever.
Yes.
I feel like, especially now, we should have a way of being able to like. Somebody should have like tried to track these down, like even
Yeah,
if
there
it's
was-
just like.
There's like okay, so I did a bunch of research a while ago, and one of the things that I read, and I only mention that because I don't remember who to attribute it to, but what I remember is someone who has knowledge of the number stations what basically signaled like, hey, they are for what you think they are. That's it. Like they are. I think the term is like one time padded in terms of encryption, which means that you can't really decrypt them ever.
Right, because
bath
you need,
time.
Yay. because to decrypt it, you would want to hear the same cipher multiple times to try
Right.
and pick out individual. Yeah. So, but has anybody like tried to? So okay, so okay, if you say you're a spy. And you
I'm a
want to
spy.
you want to listen to one of these stations to get your orders. Don't you? Wouldn't you need something? I'm going to say specialized equipment, and I'm going to refer to something like as easy to buy as like a radio.
Yeah.
But people don't. I mean, I don't have a radio in my house.
Well,
Like,
yeah. I
let
mean,
alone-
if you think back to World War One and like the time until like 2000, people did have radios, and especially like AM radios, because this is like
Right.
this is a shortwave radio. It was used explicitly for, I think the opposite of the point that you're trying to make, which is like isn't it a little suspicious to have a radio as like a spy?
Yeah, well, I'm talking about that in the terms of nowadays. Like, because they're still out there, they're still transmitting, and
Well-
presumably someone is still receiving them.
That's right, but like there are
Wouldn't it-
phones that have like FM receivers. I'm sure an AM receiver is like so
Okay,
tiny
but
and
wouldn't
discreet.
it?
What's
But so the point I'm trying to make is, wouldn't it be easier to just go to have an encrypted website or something along those lines nowadays?
Yeah, there's more layers to that cake, and that
Okay.
means that there's more exploitable vectors or whatever.
Okay,
The radio is like, okay, you really like, you can't track it because it's not a packet that's coming through your internet service provider or whatever, and they only broadcast when there's a message, so it's not like a constant signal or anything. So
Okay.
it basically requires coordination, and as long as you have coordination, like that eliminates like most of the
Okay.
exploits. But
all right, well,
How
that
do
makes
they
sense.
coordinate if they need to like speak in these hidden messages? Why don't they just send the message while they're coordinating?
Organization standards. If you all go through the same process at some point.
Same time, same day, kind of thing.
Yeah,
or
if-
or maybe the the message ends with next message will be transmitted on this day at this time, if they need to change it up.
yeah, that sounds plausible. I'm not sure.
My next question for why these are still being used today, and I don't know what the equipment would be called, but wouldn't it? These are short band radios, so these are not global broadcasting, right? This is,
Well, the thing is, you can get a repeater, and
okay,
even at Burning Man, which is out in the middle of the desert, there was someone who put a repeater up on the mountain, and we were talking with people in Texas. So
okay,
it is an easily repeatable thing.
okay. Well, so is it? I know there's equipment that will let you. That will, basically they'll give you the basic direction of a signal.
Mm-hmm.
So, how come people haven't, done that, put it on a car, and tracked down the sources of these transmissions, even if they're using repeaters, we can at least find the repeaters.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. It seems so like surface level that I assume that there's just hey, we get the signal and we just broadcast it, or some sort of deal like that. But I don't know. Maybe one of our listeners can find out and tell us at contact@talking.fail.
Is that-
Insert cricket noise now.
Maybe one of our failure listeners.
Yeah.
So, I saw an article today that's called "Scientists Call to Ban Glitter." They say it's a global hazard.
You're a global hazard.
I think it's
What's wrong with
beautiful.
glitter?
Yeah, I guess you've never had to clean it up.
Well-
Why would you clean it up? Just get it in your carpet, in your sheets, in your eating bed.
If you make it part of everything, then it's never out of place.
Yeah.
Yeah, except that it gets into the oceans and
And
ruins.
then
So
the
do
oceans
I.
are fabulous.
Apparently, plastics like glitter are found in a third of all fish caught in Great Britain.
Sounds like Great
Nice.
Britain's personal problem.
We got to get those numbers up, though.
Yeah, that distribution ratio is pretty
Okay,
dismal.
I have to. I'm assuming this guy is British, but I do a terrible British accent, so I'm not going to try. But I need to read this quote from the scientist, the professor.
Wait,
Professor Richard Thompson. What?
if you go slow, I can do the British translation after you say it.
Okay. So he says, "I was quite concerned.
I was quite concerned.
When somebody brought my daughters
When somebody brought my daughters,
some shower gel that had glitter particles in it.
some sour gel that had
That stuff is going to escape down the plug hole
Governor?
and potentially enter the environment.
Ah!
I don't know. Apparently plug hole is a thing in England.
Plug hole?
Apparently.
I didn't hear anything you said because I was focusing on perfecting my British accent.
Oh, and
So-
by the way, it was spot on, by the way. It was
Okay,
perfect.
good. So was that like a drain? It's gonna plug the hole?
I don't know. But plug hole is a thing.
I'll get back to you when I listen to the actual podcast and I hear what you say.
All right. Well, we can you can submit that to listener questions.
Oh, speaking of listener questions,
Yes.
we have a listener question from Casey, and he asks, "You guys should. Why don't you guys listen more to Will's talk about how much water is in your body? That doesn't sound right. 80%. It's crazy." Yeah, I think Casey is right, guys. 80% just sounds way too high. I think there's some kind of government conspiracy here.
Well, yeah. I mean, if 80% is water and 40% is bone, then there's obviously there's something fishy going on there.
Growth. There's a 20% growth that's not accounted for.
You have a 20% growth growing on your leg.
Are they like storing my bones outside my body
Who?
on the outside?
Who is? Who's storing
The
your bones
government.
outside your body?
The man.
Down with the bone storage people.
Big Bone Company is keeping my bones from me.
The bone man's trying to bone me with my bones. This is a bad episode.
This is as dumb as it gets.
I don't know. We've gotten pretty dumb. This may not be the bottom.
This
of the dumb
boner's a
barrel.
bummer.
Hey, is anyone been shoved to the ground lately, Archer?
I'm sure they have. I actually got shoved down to the ground.
What did you report it?
You know it. It turns out that I was lying and that didn't happen. So
Ah,
there's nothing that interesting happening in the world of crime nearby. Have you seen Justice League?
I have seen Justice League, but
How
This-
league is it
this
justice?
it was very leaky.
I love a leaguey justice.
it was right below 20,000 leagues under the sea.
20,000 leagues under the justice.
One of the one of the things that has been pretty well known is that they had to do some reshoots with Henry Cavill, who plays Superman. Except that he's shooting another movie where he's got a mustache. So they've had to like CGI erase his the mustache. So Warner Brothers is the studio who's doing Justice League, and Paramount is the studio that is doing the Mission Impossible movie that he grew the mustache for. Apparently, Warner Brothers really tried to persuade Paramount to make him shave the mustache so he could be clean shaven for Superman. And they even went as far as to offer to pay for this pay to CGI a mustache on Henry Cavill for Mission Impossible.
It probably is much easier to get one on than to take one off.
That was precisely their argument as a guess.
I
I'm saying.
really want to see the making of or behind the scenes where he's got like one of those green suits over just
It's
his
like a
mustache.
green screen hairnet for his mustache
Or maybe like the white balls that they put on the
on
mocap
each
suits.
follicle of hair. Any other
I think they
mustache
should- I think-
stories?
I think they should just have Superman have a mustache the entire movie
That would be awesome.
and not address it at all.
Yeah,
Ronald
but
Reagan's
only in
American
certain
Superman.
random scenes that they did the reshoots for.
Hey, do they ever still like? How's Clark Kent doing? Like,
He's
He's
ever
dead.
since Karen left.
wait, no, but really, did they?
Because she died. He's been kind of
He's
sad.
dead.
Clark Kent is dead. They killed him off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not going to be in any other movies. I don't know
Except
what they were
like a
reshooting.
trailer of Justice League, I think.
No, but like, do they still try the disguise thing? You know, like, because Batman can get away with it, but like
But
Superman
yeah,
puts
he
on
does.
glasses.
Yeah, he takes off his glasses, which is his disguise.
Yeah, he puts on glasses and then he takes off his big mustache.
Does he have one of those glasses with a mustache
He's got
attachment?
the Groucho Marx mustache.
I'm Clark Kent.
Okay, so that's one thing that, like, you know, obviously has been a thing for years, but I feel like Christopher Reeve in those original Superman movies from the, like, you know, 70s, late 70s, early 80s, he did a really good job of
Walking
changing his physical appearance
to fit in a wheelchair.
depending on if he's Superman or Clark Kent. Like,
Or
when he's
cripple.
Superman, he's hunched over a little bit, and you know, talks in a slightly different voice. But then when he switches to Superman, you know, he's very straight, just standing up straight, and you know, speaking in a deep, hello, I'm Superman voice.
And then when he's Christopher Reeve, he's in like a really sitting down position.
Will is getting a lot of.
Will, what's your Superman impression and Christopher Reeve impression?
Okay, well, Superman is, you know, like fist up in the air, wishing, woo. And then Christopher Reeve is just.
Send all of your hate mail to Will at talkingfail.com.
Will I am not at
.com.
Talking Fail.
I apologize to Christopher Reeve and his family because they're all listening.
They're our biggest donors.
You deserved better.
Hey, Will. So the last time you were on, you mentioned that you made a new friend, and they might be listening. And so now I'm wondering, is there a follow-up? Did they listen? Did you talk with them? Are they no longer your friend? You know, what happened?
Well, I haven't spoke to them ever since, so that's not a good sign.
I'll contend to that.
But I talked to another friend who I also haven't seen since then, but that's a shorter period of time, so I think maybe it'll be okay. And he watched one of the animations, and he seemed like he liked it.
Which one of the many animations did they watch? Did they watch the Great Hawaiian Debate? Did they watch the Han
It was
Solo
the Great
Debate?
Hawaiian Debate. That was a good first guess.
Oh wow! I was really trying. It would have worked better for my joke if it wasn't the first guess. I was trying to get some free marketing dollars in for the other highlights.
Arthur, other highlights.
Oh
Can
yeah!
you name
we-
any
we-
examples?
See, Will came up with a bunch of these, and well, I guess we all sort of came up with them, but Will did all the heavy lifting, and yeah. What were some of the other ones, Ethan?
See, it's funny because he's in the same room with him, so he must know that he wasn't even sitting down, was he?
So let the record show that Ethan cannot think of any animated segments to name.
It was a legitimate accident on my part that just happened to turn into like the most hilarious. All right, funny.
Okay,
It was a funny
Look,
It's top 5 at least.
top,
for this episode.
this
yeah.
episode just peaked, everybody. So
Yeah, I don't know. I the building of the wall was pretty interesting. I'm not just as disappointed as I thought I would be in it.
I really liked it.
Yeah, no, I thought it was good.
Ethan out of context, huge disappointment. Just don't even watch it.
I think you're
Even
taking
out of
that
context, worst thing I've ever seen.
No sideburns and no bangs. That's like third worst one probably.
Third worst problems.
Well, why don't we run a contest so that our listeners can vote on which ones are the best and which ones we should, kill.
Early results are in, Archer. Nobody's voting.
Is that like for our show or for like America or?
Yes.
Good answer. Yeah. What's up in the world of allegations? Has anyone been alligated?
I was reallocated to the mailroom recently.
Really? No, it's not. Oh.
I do feel like there's been so many allegations that I need to ask the three of you. Should I be concerned?
Fine. Yes. Yes. I did it. I admit it. Everything is true.
Okay, Louis.
And maybe I'm sorry, Maybe.
So, Ethan, this is more of me, like a personal question than like show material, but it might turn into show material.
Trying to turn me into show material.
Faux show.
So why are you in San Francisco?
I had to put my dad's ashes on a plane.
I'm like 99% sure your dad is not ashes, and he's still alive.
Yeah. Well, I put my currently alive dad on a plane.
And Ethan, while you say currently alive, you have to like check your watch as if.
Yeah, it's I just keep refreshing Google News with the keyword airplanes. Yeah, well, I took my father to the airport, and timing-wise, I would not have returned to a shelter in time to record.
Shelter? What?
Well, you gotta watch out. And at night, that's when the zombies, creepers.
I required a
skeletons
domicile, and Archer has one, so we ventured to said domicile.
Okay, you don't have to try and make this weird. It's just...
Say domicile.
I was
again.
well within my rights, Your Honor.
Hey, so I do have some crime alerts.
Oh, now you have crime alerts.
Look, some crime happened. Like, I'm sorry, but oh man, 2.5 miles. Yeah, 2.5 miles away, a man
From your
spat,
domicile?
Yes, a man spat on man.
Man on man spitting?
Man on man.
Nobody talks about man on man spitting.
In San Francisco, that's just a first date, right?
Hey, as somebody who is currently in the city, I'm offended by that.
Hey, you guys should come down sometime.
Yeah.
In other news, a passenger.
Wait.
There's a lot of spitting going on.
Ethan, or Archer, you know
What's
that
up?
if you spit on someone, you're spitting on everyone that person is spit on too.
When Will spits on somebody, he's just giving them back what's already there.
Wow, well, learn something new every day. A passenger spat on a Muni bus driver.
Is
So
this the same spitter going around?
Look.
Do you have a serial spitter in San Francisco?
Yeah,
So-
we do. It's a problem.
Is there a spitting image?
Has there ever been someone who returned fire, who like caught it with their mouth and then returned it back?
Oh,
You can't return.
That's just nasty.
Diseases. It doesn't.
that's a good one. That's a good point. You can't return diseases. In other news, this one's a little bit sadder, and the investigation is ongoing, which might explain the really weirdly formatted title. But the title says, "Dog hit by bullet during shooting," which is like, Like dog
So,
got
but
in the way
but
of
is that a
bullet?
quote? Dude, my dog was hit by a bullet while shooting.
Like slang?
Like his buddy.
Yeah.
Yo,
Did you?
my
Okay.
dog.
There was an article recently. I did not read it because I'm one of those millennial peoples. But the title
So
was
you don't know how to read.
No. It was something about like the defendant was claiming that he was refused his rights to a lawyer, and the prosecutor said, no, that's not accurate. He was asking for a lawyer dog. We could not provide a lawyer dog. Therefore, like, he doesn't have rights to a lawyer dog. He has rights to a lawyer. And so we were like, we didn't do anything wrong.
And that like held up.
I have no idea because,
That seems ridiculous. That's
It's gonna be a no for me, dog.
who's me dog?
Ooh, me dog. He guards me Lucky Charms.
Oh, just now, woman punched in face,
What?
and I have to go.
Okay, for the record, we're all laughing at how random of a statement that was in this conversation, not the fact that a woman was punched.
Yeah, that's what I was laughing at.
That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't have put it better myself. The suspect is described as a Hispanic man sitting in a silver vehicle. Why is they?
He was able to punch from the car?
You know what? I think there's an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm that sort of ends like this, because at one point, Larry and his wife, Cheryl, are in a car, and someone's watching them. He's like, oh, I recognize him. It's Larry. And then he sees, like, a little bit play out between Larry and Cheryl where, like, Cheryl is making a joke about how, like, someone beats their wife, and so he's like, oh, like, or she's like, oh, like, oh, don't hurt me, Larry, and Larry, like, pretends to, like, slap her around, but from, like, far away, it looks like he's actually hitting her. So maybe it's that.
Sorry, just to jump back, in regards to that lawyer dog situation, the court ruled 8-1 that lawyer dog was too ambiguous.
So does that mean he got his lawyer dog?
No, it means that the prosecutor, all of them were correct. Like, oh yeah, lawyer dog was too ambiguous to count as being denied his right in requesting a lawyer.
They also ruled
Go white people.
they also ruled that it was 8-1 that lawyer dog was a good boy.
Are you looking at the exact same page I am?
No,
Because there's an
I just
actual
went-
image here that says lawyer dog for district attorney. He's a good boy. Yes, he is.
No, I was just going for the low hanging fruit.
Why does everybody? Why does everybody love that low hanging fruit so much?
Because it's easy to get.
It's better than a low-hanging vegetable.
I have some Arrested Development trivia. Did you know that 91% of viewers on Google liked the show?
I thought you were gonna say it was made of water, and I was gonna lose my mind.
80% of 91% of the viewers of Arrested Development from Google were water who loved the show as water. Their water
What is
loved
the other
show.
9%?
91% of
Bones.
80% of water.
Wait! Before we end, I've got a riddle for you guys, and it's not that fun. There's a man pushing a cart involved in strong arm robbery. So now the question is he the one doing the robbing? Or is he the one being robbed?
I think he's the getaway driver.
And the guys, the criminals are gonna hop in the cart
Yep.
like little
And
kids.
San Francisco is a city built on hills, so as long as you commit the crime at the top of a hill, you hop in the cart and just, shimmy yourself over the edge of a hill, and you're home free.
And they are known for doing childish activities as adults, as we've learned. from hide and seek.
Glorified game of tag, yeah.
Yeah, tag.
Hide and seek is what that game turned into eventually, though.
That's like what my marriage turned into.
Did you win?
Hi, Jody.
Oh, I won. And
Like-
that's all you're gonna hear of Jody.
I bet she's sitting right next to him. Maybe? No.
She would say so.
Yeah,
Oh, by now. Oh,
yeah,
man.
you'd hear like a firm slap noise on like
Yeah.
the back of my head or something. Jody, if you're listening, I'm really sorry. It's okay.
I went ahead and looked up. This is. I'm like, I think Will's doing this, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm like, what's a good list of questions? How about one for your best friend? So this is a list of best friend tag questions, and it's things like, the typical: who's your best friend's hero? What's your favorite?
Let's do that. Let's. one
What
of us
part of your
reads the
best friend's
questions.
body is their favorite?
What?
Yeah.
No, okay.
Number 10.
Ethan, stop. Ethan, stop. Hang on. One of us needs to read these questions, and the rest of us needs to guess what the reader would answer. And we will decide. We'll figure out who is the best friend on the podcast.
Oh, I found it.
All right. I think I think Will, you should read the questions, and we all guess what your answer to those questions would be.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to start with the most interesting one. What part of your best friend's body is their favorite? So what's my favorite part of my body?
Your bones.
Water. Because there's most of it, so you have the most to be proud of if you're proud of water.
Arthur, you have any submissions?
What Will's favorite part of his own body is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Blood. I think that'd be the most thematic to Will.
I think Arthur is the closest. Ethan was way off because there's no way that the majority of my body is water. That's just not factual.
You're not factual.
My favorite part of the body is my perineum or perineum.
Is that part of the brain?
Yeah, sure. So,
Kids at home, Google it.
when did we first meet?
Well, this one's going to be hard because
When your mom told me she was
you-
pregnant with you.
same answer.
Oh.
I thought we were going to have different answers, but I guess not. Arthur?
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, look, there's really not much room with this one.
What is your friend's biggest fear?
Loneliness.
Being surprised.
Actual
Ah!
surprising loneliness.
Low hanging fruit.
Missing low-hanging fruit. Having somebody else take your low-hanging fruit. Even after you said no.
The correct answer is my body being made up of 80% water.
That was my next guess.
If your best friend were deserted on an island, what are the 3 things she/he could not live without?
Your perineum.
That's true. It's a good one, Ethan.
A helicopter, a large canister of gasoline, of helicopter fuel, and a fully trained helicopter pilot.
The island. I think you wouldn't really live without that. Probably drown.
Hope and heroin.
Did you say hope or pope?
Yes.
Yes.
Hope and Heroin sounds like an album.
It's also a great Friday night. I hope for some more heroin.
Man, I really backed myself into a corner. Now I have to think of 3 things that are semi-funny.
We're right here. Our names are Arthur, Ethan, and Tyler.
Oh.
Podcasts forever. Sorry, audio listeners.
Yeah. Okay. So say Will was stuck on an island and he found a genie that gave him 3 wishes, and he used up his wishes to magically transport the 3 of us to the island.
You son of a bitch!
He's like, you suck. Well, now we're stuck doing a podcast forever.
Do we get wishes too? Because we're there now?
Nope.
I
No.
wish that Tyler doesn't get to make the rules.
All right. Next question, Will.
He's like, move on. let's not let this one play out.
If your friend were to wear a shirt / blouse or a tee, which would it be? Is that like a poem?
This is like a button-up shirt versus a t-shirt.
I suppose.
T-shirt, clearly. Maybe no shirt?
Sexy lady!
The echo that I can hear on that, Ethan, was optimal.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It made up like 80% of the joke.
Much like Will's body, they made up 80%.
Will's body is 80%. Is 80% of Will's body a joke, or is Will's body 80% of a joke?
Just
I'm
80%
120%
body.
of a joke because I don't know how to structure Husky jokes very well.
all right. The correct answer is blouse.
Ooh, feminine, such a twist.
What is your best friend's favorite TV show?
Rick and Morty?
Arrested Development.
C-SPAN.
I think Ethan is the closest because obviously I'm not any of your guys' best friend.
Oh, that's like hearing I have cancer. I don't. I keep trying to read Archer's face as like comedic validation, and this has been a disappointing episode. Let
I
me
noticed
tell
it at the
you,
beginning of the show, and I've been throwing red herrings all.
it's like watching a comment feed on somebody's face, and it's, oh man, my cholesterol is through the roof.
Does your best friend have any nicknames?
Dick.
Oh, come on, man.
Come on, man.
I thought we were best friends.
I think on that note, we should probably say goodnight.
R.I.P. Malcolm Young.
I thought we did him already.
No,
Or no,
that was
a
George Young.
Oh.
They died pretty close.
Wait, we already talked about Malcolm Young.
It was the other.
No,
it was a different Young.
George Young.
Are there any more Youngs?
No, the
Angus.
AC/DC guy.
Okay.
Yeah, George Young is the brother of Angus Young.
So,
Wait, does
so
that
what
mean
you're
two
saying is-
AC/DC? All right, go ahead.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, George Young was like a producer. So there's Malcolm Young and Angus Young are the guitarists for AC/DC, and Angus is still alive.
But
He's
he's
the
got to
main
watch his
one.
back. He needs to watch his back.
Yeah.
Is he AC or
They
is
should-
he DC?
I don't know, but
That-
Malcolm Young
tells us
could
which
use a
one wins.
charge.
Because he's out of
Dead.
forget.
Apparently, they had another brother named Alexander Young, and he's also dead.
Alexander Young, I wanna be Alexander Young.
Dead?
That's. I want to hear more Ethan parodies of songs.
What's an Ethan parody?
You know, when Ethan sings a song.
A wee boy, a wee boy, a wee boy, a wee boy. That's a reference I've heard. It's okay. I think that's it.
Thank you to everyone who sent us listener questions this week. You can support us directly on patreon.com/talkingfail. Our Twitter is @talkingfail, and you can download our shows at www.talking.fail on iTunes, Google Play, and many other podcatching apps. Start up again. I got this.
A wimbo, a wimbo, a wimbo.
In the Ethan, the mighty Ethan, the wheel sleeps tonight.
A wimbo, a wimbo, a wimbo.
That's as far as I got.
Just keep going.
A wimbo.
Wait.
A wimbo. A wimbo.
Just keep going, and then when we come in next week, you'll still be doing this. So, goodbye.